Hey guys, so I was asked several times to do a video on Auriel, and Auriel, after a specific change, was one of the heroes that I actually had a lot of fun with. And I actually did really, really well. In fact, one of the first days that I was streaming, I was playing Auriel, and I had some pro players who actually, asked if I was streaming, asked what I was doing. They all said the Auriel play was really good. So I want to go through and explain a little bit how I play Auriel and what I don't know what is going on this game. Um, and what I do. So the first thing is I don't really look so much for a battery. I look for specific people and abilities that we're going to be doing a battery really well. For example, in this case, I'm going to put a trait onto him as he's firing out a Q, and then I'm going to swap a trait over to someone who does more sustained damage. And you can do these things very quickly and always get your energy. The next thing is I like to have my Q be the faster Q so that I don't need to stay in positions very long, and I can get my energy very quickly on my own. I like to position myself to land stuns, but that's not really the most important thing about Auriel. As it is a lot of damage, it's not necessary. I try to use my Q when people are clustered, but generally you don't need to worry about that too much. It's just going to be using it whenever you get a chance. And once again, but using it while clustered is going to really bump up your healing. Auto attacking, they've buffed her auto attack damage, so making sure that you're getting auto attacks off is going to be one of your fastest ways of getting your energy when you're not waiting for people. Just because you're at full energy doesn't mean that you ever need to cast heal. So as you can see, there's a lot of times where I'm just literally waiting, and because I don't need to heal, I'm not going to. Now, if everyone's even at like a little bit, it's perfectly fine to start using your heal, just because you can gain it back relatively quickly by just auto-attacking the enemy heroes and simply using your abilities to kill them. You can see how I reposition. I don't wait for someone to get in the position for me to land an E. I reposition to land my E where I need it to be. So it's something that you should be constantly thinking of every time that you're playing Auriel, is don't expect people to just walk in front of walls for you. Instead, get in a position where that's always going to land, and try not to miss your W's. It happens more than you'd like it to. I'm going to pop my trait onto him before he uses his... I guess he's not going to use it. Okay. Oh, now he uses it. There we go. All right. But either way, use your Q and your auto attacks to help speed up your trait gain. And I'm just going to get some more damage off on this. Once again, I'm repositioning myself to where if he would have gotten rooted there, it would have led to a kill. Once again, I'm in a position... Oh, there we go. He jumped. I was in another position where if he was walking backward towards his fort, he would have got slammed against the wall. I like to get the quest because I think the stun is her most powerful aspect. I think it's the aspect that allows her to carry the hardiest. Carry the hardest. I don't know what I'm thinking. So that's why I like to upgrade her stun talents in particular. I don't know why we're staying up here. We're losing a lot, bot. I mean, we are like winning in terms of kills, but... Auto attacks, again, you can see how much energy I bring in from auto attacks. It's actually a pretty surprising amount. So once again, I can just quickly do this. Pop a trait on him before the damage goes off. Unfortunately, I was a little late on that. I like to use my Q. Again, that's why I like the fast Q too, is it's so quick for me to quickly just drop off a murky egg or something. I will need to help out this Asmodan. I'm simply going to just wait here. Oh, we don't have vision on that anymore. I was going to wait in that area. I'm going to use my Q. It costs no mana. Why wouldn't I use it? Once again, I was moving myself to position in a way to where I would be able to land a stun. I was not waiting for someone else to get in a position. Oh, missed that. Not a worry, though. I'm just going to keep staying in here. I'm going to use my Q, get some damage off, as well as getting all my energy back. I'm going to use my heal while they're clustered. I'm going to use my, I'm going to position to where if he comes back in, I can land a stun, or I'm just going to land a stun. Oh, missed the stun. Not a worry. I'm just going to heal myself. And on to this level, I actually like going the auto attack one, but I know a lot of people go with other talents. I just personally, I don't like having to worry about whether or not we're going to have a battery. So I like to be able to auto attack myself and be able to auto attack by myself and be able to get energy without needing to worry about other people. Just going to simply do one of these so we can finish him off. Ooh, that was a good heal by their part. Gonna use my... Oh, thought he was using his globe. Oh, there's his globe. Oh, cooldown. There we go. Just blowing that up really quick. Gonna get a nice heal as I'm gonna get a lot of free energy here. Got my trade-off right before he got the globe this time, so that worked out. I'm gonna reposition myself so that they can't step up, or else they're going to get slammed into a wall. I'm leaving my hat on the person that's globing, as he's going to have the safest hero damage from this range. Once again, I want to heal while we're clustered. I'm going to use my Q just on minions to get a decent chunk. Going to slam him against a wall. Oh, he got pushed away again. Not a big deal. And again, still leaving it on the Asmodan this entire time. I'm going to step forward so that I can slam someone against the wall if they walk through the keep, which they're not going to. And we're just getting a lot of value, honestly. This is a really powerful push. I think the enemies may not be of the same MMR as us, so this might not be a fair game to use. I'm not in a position to follow up, but that's not a big deal. I'm just going to auto-attack, slam him against a wall, or just kill him. Yeah, it's pretty rare that I can get an E because people just walk in front, but in that last little bit, he did walk in front of a wall. He just died before that it mattered. You can kind of see, like, I don't care so much about getting a battery as more of I care about landing my E's. Crystal Aegis is really the main option here. It allows you to pretty much just... I missed a heal there again. Just getting a nice Q. So Crystal Aegis is fast, and that's the reason that I like it, is just about how fast it actually is. Man, I kind of hoped we didn't win here because I wanted to use this video, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use this video. I'm going to go to the sustain damage now. Oh. I'm going to reposition to see if I can, like, slam someone, but there we go. Oh, I don't have the extra range. Okay, well, we don't win here, so maybe I can use this for a video. Well, we're throwing, boys. This is how you make good video content. So you show how good a hero is, or how good a hero can be, and then you throw so that you get more time to show off your hero. So this talent right here is really good because it gets a lot more damage, and it also makes it to where you knock people back further. Level 13, you can knock everyone back in a line, and this allows you to pretty much win a team fight if the enemies make a really big mistake. And then level 16, we'll get into all that stuff later. I didn't use my ult because I didn't want to stagger deaths. Both of our ults have the problem of staggering deaths. I'm going to go on and put a thing onto our sustain damage, and I'm going to slam someone against a wall. I'm going to heal both of us. I'm just going to back up. No worries. He might actually try to ult me here. What ult did he go? He did go Haymaker's Playmaker, guys. I'm going to ult myself. Heal myself, and slam him against a wall. Okay, missed the slam, no biggie. But we're getting a lot of energy here, so... There we go. I'm going to group up, and then I'm going to heal. I'm going to get a lot of energy from queuing a wave, and then we're going to go. Let's get on to the this area. We do have souls on Diablo, so we can just kind of get right into this. I'm going to position myself to where I can slam people against walls. Then I'm going to get extra damage. Remember, my auto attacks are giving me a lot of energy. Ooh, that is a dead Vala. I probably should have focused on that instead of going for kills. 110% my fault. Just slam it against a wall. I need to get a new battery. Nice. All right. Gonna get a nice quick one, and this is another reason why I like the fast one, is the fact that I can use a quick swipe without needing to do anything, like without needing to like commit to anything, because there's a very short cast time if you use your Q like this. Yeah, I might grab a fountain. I think this might be a little too slow for us, but we'll see. You see how much I'm getting from auto attacks too? That's why I really love this build. I don't need, like, I really don't need a battery, but it's if I have one, it's awesome. We don't need to be anyway. Yeah, we just need to be right here. Yeah, look at this, like, all that I'm getting from just auto attacks. Like, between the Vala and this, we're not hitting any heroes, and we're just blowing this up, and I'm getting a ton of energy. This is a little questionable, but I think we can keep him alive. Yeah. And I just give that to him in case he starts fighting this. I'm going to get some energy myself off of just auto attacking. So when I tell you guys you don't really need a battery, like, it's important to have one because it's going to make her even stronger, but you don't really need one. Like, if you just like Auriel, you can find someone on your team who's doing damage. If you have no one on your team who's doing damage, then you're going to lose whether or not you're playing Auriel. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my best example of that. So I like getting Piercing Lash. This means that if there's a lot of people in front of a wall, you can pretty much kill their, like, entire team, especially when you get the bonus 250 damage. I know Alex M, who plays a lot of Auriel. He likes to go the W heal talent at one, or sorry, the W deals damage talent, and it's okay. I don't really mind it. I don't actually like this. I'd rather play safe because we do win at the objective. They're not listening though, so this is one of those times where you just kind of help your team. So might as well go with them. Can't beat them, join them. Just getting a quick heal on everyone. And he's dead. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I missed my cue. No! I'm going to put this on the sustain damage dealer. I'm going to slam him into a wall and instantly kill him. And I'll just auto attack. Gonna use my Q. Okay, well, I can use this video, but I mean, they really weren't that great. And I think I don't know if the MMR was just really off, and I did make a lot of mistakes. But generally, this is what you should be focusing on Auriel, and I'll show you my build afterwards, what the entire build normally would be. So with Auriel, you can see I focus primarily on landing E's. That was the majority of what I was trying to do. If I can land an E, we could win a team fight. If I can land an E, we get a kill. Her E is so powerful, and if you notice something about her E, is that, again, I would reposition to land it on a wall as opposed to letting people just walk into walls. There were 2 or 3 of my stuns that didn't require any positioning changes, but the majority of my stuns required something. The healing of Auriel right now is a little bit lower than what it normally is because they a long time ago they nerfed her W cooldowns, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging for you to do that. But let me quickly pull up Auriel and I will show you the build that I like to go on Auriel. So the first thing that's most important for me is not really the most important, but something that I just like is Swift Sweep. It allows you to quickly attack really fast and get out. So you could quickly go up, get a lot of energy, and back out, right? That's the first thing. I like increasing clarity, but how many objectives do you lose before it gets value? And then Alex M likes to go with Searing Light, as he oftentimes is healing the front line. Level 4, always repeated defense. More damage, knock back further, which means a higher chance of stunning people. Level 7, I like Energizing Cord. You don't need a battery as often. You just auto-attack things to get your energy. And it gives you a lot of energy just auto-attacking like non-heroes as well. Crystal Aegis is the fastest option. My issue with Resurrect is that if you start winning a team fight and someone dies but you win the team fight, you rarely need Resurrect because everyone's already dead on the enemy team. If you're losing a team fight, Resurrect is going to stagger your deaths. So Crystal Aegis allows you to block a very specific thing, gives her a cleanse, and also gives you a time where people... Say, for instance, in the fight where I Crystal Aegis myself, they had to sit around me for long enough for my team to show up, and then it popped, dealt damage, and I was still okay. Level 13 knocks everyone back into line. If that off chance, and it works really well with like a Entomb, say Leoric Entombs, and you can just swipe the entire line, and you just pretty much won. It also reduces the cooldown for each enemy hit by your E, even if they don't get stunned. So if you knock back a bunch of people and they don't get stunned, or a couple of them get stunned, but not all of them, then you have it back off cooldown again. This is huge. It gives so much. Level 16, All of these are viable, but I generally go, if we have like a hard hyper carry that we need to go with, I'll get one of these. In every other scenario, I'll go with Reservoirs of Hope. In the situation of the fight we had last time, I would be going with Reservoirs of Hope. Level 20, I usually get Shield of Hope. It's just really powerful. It allows you to win those team fights that are a little bit awkward. Also, is just a really good saving grace. Angelic Flight is fun, but not necessary. Diamond Resolve has been buffed, and I actually really like it now for a hyper carry composition. For every other scenario, I pretty much just go with Shield of Hope. That is how I play Auriel, focusing heavily on her stuns and not so much on her heals or her battery. But she is one of the best playmaking supports in the game, purely because her stun, if you saw it, nearly every stun I did led to something, or at least prevented something. There were several times I used my stun to save an ally, and there were several times I used my stun and we were able to take out someone because of it. And it starts getting to do a lot of damage. If you saw, once I got this quest stun, my stun almost instantly killed a Murky, and then I would just use a Q after and kill the Murky. So generally that's how it worked. This probably wasn't the best game to show, but at least you guys get a general idea, as I've been asked to do Auriel videos for quite a while and I really wanted to show it. I think that she's pretty decent outside of maybe competitive, because we have other answers for competitive. I think with a Diablo, she's pretty cool in competitive, as long as you work really well together. Where the Diablo slams, then you smack into a wall, and then he flips. I think that she's pretty viable. But a miscommunication could really lead to a lot of missed abilities. So that's where the challenge comes with her. Is she can be a follow-up or a setup, but it requires a lot of communication. Either way, that is Auriel. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and sorry for the game quality being a little bit iffy. I just really wanted to get a video out for her. Thank you.